Everyone, welcome to Career Education. This is your biology teacher Shelja Shah, and in this video, we are going to discuss the new format of the question paper for the year 2021 for 12th standard Gujarat board students. Okay, and here particularly I'll be discussing with the biology subject. Now, this year, Gujarat Board has made many changes for the question paper and even with the syllabus. So, let me just give you a brief introduction about what the syllabus is going to be and what is the weightage of marks. For the year 2021, there will be the question paper will be in two parts, part A and part B. Part A will be of multiple choice questions and that will be of 50 marks. And the part B will be a theory type question paper that also includes 50 marks. So, total we have a 100 marks question paper which you have to attempt in 3 hours. So, the weightage of the marks is divided in this way that for part A, the knowledge based questions will be 5 in number, understanding based questions will be 15. 15 questions will be application based, 8 questions will be synthesis or analytical type questions, and evaluative or inferential questions will be just 7 in number. Okay, so total you will have a 50 multiple choice questions. Similarly, the same thing is applicable to part B, which is theory type. Okay, so total of 10 marks will be knowledge based. Maximum 30 and 30 marks will be of understanding and application. That is how well you have understood the syllabus and what type of questions you think that they are application based. Similarly, synthesis and inferential will be 17 and 30 marks. So you have a total of 100 marks. This in this way, the weightage of the marks is distributed. Now, according to the form of questions, as I've already told, that we have 50 objective questions which will be multiple choice questions. That is your MCQ type questions. Now, in this, you will have all 50 compulsory. There won't be any option in this. And you will have to attempt the questions in OMR. That will be given for 1 hour. In 1 hour, that is in 60 minutes, you have to finish 50 MCQs filled in OMR. The rest 2 hours will be in part B, in which you have 2 marks short answer questions and 3 marks short answer questions and 4 marks long answer questions. So now we will see how many questions will be there. You have 8 short answer questions which will be of 2 marks each, so a total of 16 marks. You can see here on the screen also. Similarly, you have 6 3 marks questions, so that comes to a total of 18 marks. And you have 4 long answer questions, which will be of 4 marks each, so total 16 marks. So that comes to a total of 50. Okay, so 50 marks will be theory type questions in which you have 2 marks, 3 marks, and 4 marks. 2 marks will be 8 questions, 3 marks will be 6, and 4 marks will be you have to attempt 4 questions. Now, every year, actually, what happens is that there is an internal option. But this year, the Gujarat board has given the liberty to overall options. Now, let us see what is the difference between internal option and overall option. See, now what happens that part A, that is 50 MCQs, 1 mark each, and all the questions will be compulsory. So, there won't be any options in the questions. You have to attempt all the 50 MCQs compulsorily. But in part B, for this year only, the paper pattern has changed, and in that, in the section A, which are of 2 marks, you have 12 questions, out of which you have to attempt only 8. Generally, what happens up till last year, the paper pattern was that you have 8 questions only, in which internal options might be given, like attempt 2 or 2, 4 or 4, 5 or 5. Here, you don't have this thing. The change over here is that out of the 12, you can attempt any 8 of your choice. So, this is something that has become very easy. Similarly, in section B also, you have 13 to 21 question, and out of that you have to attempt any 6. So out of 8 questions you will be attempting any 6. And the same thing is applicable for section C also, that you have to attempt any 4 from 6 questions. Initially what happens, that question number 22 or 22, 25 or 25, so you just had internal options. But this year it has become very easy that out of these 6 questions you can attempt any 4 you like, or any 4 in which you are perfect, you know properly, you know how to write. Okay, so things have become very very easy for you. You can be very sure कि जो आंसर परफेक्टली आता है हम वही अटेम्प्ट करेंगे. Sometimes it happens that if there is question number 25 or 25 and you don't know both, okay, you are not so perfect with both the answers, you don't have a confidence that I'll be able to write the both any one of them correctly or properly. Here there won't be any issue, okay, because you can skip this. You have to attempt any 4. So this has become very easy. And the other instructions I would like to give you is that you should start each section from a new page. This is a very very old instruction given for each and every student. Particularly for biology, you have to draw label diagrams wherever they are necessary. Wherever required, you are supposed to draw diagrams. Okay? Now, let us see syllabus wise or chapter wise how they are going to be asked. Now, we know that the first unit for 12th standard biology is reproduction. So, the 4 chapters that we have to do is reproduction in organisms, sexual reproduction in flowering plants, human reproduction, and reproductive health. So, all the 4 chapters are included in your syllabus without any deletion. So, for part A, you will be having 3 MCQs from the first, second, third chapter, 5 MCQs from the fourth chapter, right? So the unit 1 has got 26 marks weightage. Okay, there will be internal option, but for MCQs you won't have any option, so you are supposed to prepare that. And the reproduction unit is very very important because now it has got the highest weightage. Okay, so that is the 4 chapters that you are supposed to prepare perfectly, because 26 marks weightage without option, so you can score 26 on 26 directly from the first unit only when you prepare the first unit. एक ही यूनिट से हमें 26 मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे if you prepare it well, and these chapters are very very easy. Next unit is just 2 chapters. Actually 3 chapters are there, but evolution chapter is already omitted in your syllabus for 2021 only. Okay, so you have 8 marks for MCQ and the rest of the marks for theory, in which 9 and 5 for the 5th chapter you have 9 marks, and for the 6th chapter you have 5 marks. Okay, but with options, so there are lots of options for the 6th chapter. 6th chapter में से एक टॉपिक निकल गया है, दैट इज लैक ऑफ एरॉन, सो यू नीड नॉट प्रिपेयर दैट फॉर द थियोरी एग्जाम. So the total marks or the total weightage comes to 22 marks from this unit. So 2 chapters you are done and you get 22 marks. Okay, these are very important chapters because they deal with genetics, and long answer questions particularly they are asked from this, and 8 MCQs will be asked, so there won't be any option in that, so you have to prepare it well. Now coming to the next unit, which is comparatively easy and scoring, and you need not work so hard as you have done for the first and second unit, and that is applied biology. For human health and diseases you have 4 MCQs and 5 marks other questions in part B. The 9th chapter is already omitted from your syllabus, so you need not bother about that. Here also, from 2 chapters only, you can score a full 18 marks because these chapters are so easy that you need not work hard. इतनी मेहनत करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है because these are very very easy chapters and they are very scoring chapters. You have 6 MCQs for microbes in human welfare, which is actually a very small chapter. Right, so the chapter wise weightage is also very good over here, and you get 18 marks just by preparing 2 chapters. Similarly, for biotechnology we have 2 chapters, One is biotechnology principles and processes, and other is biotechnology and its application. So here in part A, we have 4 from the 11th chapter and 5 from the 12th chapter. So total of 9 marks. So 9 MCQs will be there from this unit, and the rest of the marks will be from the part B, that is 4 questions, 4 marks from 11th and 3 marks from 12th chapter. As you know, 12th chapter is a very small chapter, तो उसमें से कम आएगा theory में, but MCQs are more. So the total comes to again 16 marks from two chapters only. And the last unit is actually of 4 chapters, but for your benefit, Gujarat board has already eliminated 2 chapters. So you have to do only organisms and population and biodiversity and its conservation. So from organisms and population, you have 6 marks for the MCQ and 4 marks for theory part. On the other hand, biodiversity will have more weightage in the theory part, and only 3 MCQs will be asked from them. Now, as I am saying this, but MCQs will be the weightage that is given is same. But as far as part B is concerned, they can ask you one direct 4 marks question also. They can ask you 2 questions of 2 marks. You can also be asked one question of 2 marks and one question of 3 marks. That internal change is given to that liberty is given to the paper setter. So as such, you will have to prepare everything for 2 marks also, 3 marks also, and 4 marks also. This is what I suggest from my side. We don't want to take any chances. कोई भी chance नहीं लेना है, हमें पूरी तरह से अच्छे से prepare करना है. What we want is that we get good marks. Okay, so ऐसा ना हो कि हमने सिर्फ long answer type prepare किया है and short answers पूछ लिया, then you keep on writing long and long things. नहीं, write according to the marks. जितना पूछा है उतना ही लिखना है. Right, so here also from 2 chapters only 18 marks weightage is there. Okay, so this is all about the chapter wise weightage. So if you see this video and if you see the marks weightage, then you can prepare accordingly, because things have become very easy for you. See, we always have to do smart work, not hard work. You keep on reading and reading and reading, कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. Prepare according to the marks weightage, prepare according to the question paper pattern, then you can easily score good marks. So always go for smart work and not hard work. Don't blindly keep on reading. Write the answers, practice properly. Okay, here I am also going to give you certain tips which you have to keep in mind while writing a biology paper. See, first thing that you should always keep in mind is the diagrams, because in biology, without diagrams nothing is going to happen. You are not going to get marks if you don't draw diagrams properly. Now, how to draw the diagrams? First of all, they should be neat and clean and scientifically correct. You don't have to shade. Oh, this is not an elementary or intermediate exam, it's a biology exam. So draw the diagrams very neatly and they should be scientifically correct. Label them as I have shown over here. You can see on the screen. Label them properly. The label should be according to the textbook only. Okay, don't make your own labels, just follow the textbook. जितना textbook में दिया है उतना ही करना है. Okay, yes, the major mistake that every students make while writing scientific names. See, scientific names, if they are printed, they are always written in italics, but we don't have to print, we have to write in the supplementary. So when you are writing, always the first alphabet capital, rest alphabet small. The genus and the species name should be written separately and underlined individually, because there are lots of scientific names in your first chapter, in your fifth chapter, and in your biodiversity. So make sure that you write the names properly, correctly, and the way of writing, the method of writing should be very, very correct. Okay, now we have lots and lots of scientists. I've just given you a few examples over here. In each and every chapter, you will find a lot of scientists. Remember the name of the scientists and the events associated with them. Whatever findings they have done, you are supposed to remember them and write their spellings correctly. Okay, and whatever their work is, you are supposed to remember, you are supposed to mention whenever asked, wherever in whichever answer you are writing. Now when you write the answers, make sure you write it point wise, like I have mentioned over here. You can make bullets, or you can make arrows, or even you can write the point number, but point wise it becomes easy for the examiner also, and the presentation looks very good. So make sure you do that. And please try to follow the textual content. Okay, you can write the answers in your own words, but I would suggest that textual content, if you follow, then the answers are 100% correct, and you won't have any problem in getting marks, and the examiner also won't have any problem in checking your papers, right? So these are certain tips that you can follow, and for any doubts you can always call me. I'll be available at Carrier. Okay, all the best, and I wish you great success in your future. Thank you.